Welcome back to Black Belt Gamers. This movie here going to be playing a little bit of Monster Hunter with the anticipation of the Arch-Tempered Raid out coming out in a couple days. Had a little bit of a fireworks display, but here's the big one. Yeah, they put a lot of effort into that, you can tell. But I just want to show off all my layered armors quick, because that's about most of what I've been doing. Have all of the titles done for all the monsters, fought them all 50 times or 30 times or whatever their amount of hunts is, so that was kind of fun to do. Learned a little bit about some of the monsters and some of their quirks in Wilds that are different from older games. But yeah, I have... Oh, it's up to 29. I thought it was at 26. But yeah, so here's the new one that I put together to go with that Doshiguma Lance, because it just matches, so I don't have to have layered weapons. Pretty awesome. And this one's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of like Tenchu, old PS1 game. The very first one I made, still one of my favorites. I like this one a lot. It matches well with the Ray Dow Lance. A lot of them are decent mix sets, so nothing too bad, but I tend to kind of find a color scheme and then I kind of stick to it. So, but they all look plenty different. You can feel free to copy any of these if any of them catch your eye. A little bit of Death Stench, some new Udra, Mizutsu, and Zoshia on that one. This one I liked a lot. It matched very well, even though every single piece is from a different either monster or event. It's pretty cool. I like this one a lot. This one gives me a lot of like Renfest vibes, so I like that one. Stuff there. This one's pretty cool. I like it. The leggings pretty much match. And you gotta have one like this if you play the female, like you always do. Tried to make the one of the hidden bosses from Dark Cloud with that one. Arc Belt set looks just really nice on its own. Fits pretty well. This one's like Xena almost. The Numinous stuff. The only waist that I kind of like that fits is the Gormagala one. Don't really use these ones too much. And this is just a cool armor set in general. I just like this one a lot. Balahara is pretty nice looking. And then typical ninja one, kind of. This is looks like Tenchu as well. Just the old PS1 game, pretty awesome. Witch Doctor, or not Witch Doctor, like a Plague Doctor, pretty cool. Use the Hope trench coat. And yeah, I like this one quite a bit. I have a couple of heavy armor sets because I do play Lance, so you gotta have a couple of these. Mad Max type of thing, or Twisted Metal like the old PS1 games, PS2. This one I thought I would like it more, but it's still this is one that I made. Then you got the other Arc Belt ones. These last ones are mostly just full same sets, like the pre-order one. So this one's cool. And then you gotta have one like this. Just because of the matching colors, it looks halfway decent, but yeah, nothing about this looks normal. Running around with dinky little legs and giant upper body. So those are all the layer sets that I got together so far. We'll be making more for sure.
Hey, come here! I've got an announcement.
But we got all the events done. I did get the A rank pendant. What's wild to me is that even though like me and my buddy had a pretty good duo time, 246, we got snubbed out of the top 10,000. Like, it's just kind of crazy how rough that is to get. But I still think some of these completion times are a little sus to me, because all of the top times use lance and hunting horn, and apparently tons of people are getting 130s with it. But like, look at this, literally all of them are lance hunting horn. So what's going on there? They either found something that nobody else found, or something's up. But as far as like looking on YouTube, the only I can find a 159 is the only time I can find. Like, and that, watching that hunt, it was basically flawless, perfect hits, perfect everything, perfectly timed. I don't know where you shave off 30 seconds to get these times. I really don't. So it's just crazy to me what people have figured out. I guess either they're really just that good, or there's they were doing the thing where they just sit there and try to time out the cart glitch and get a time that doesn't seem cheated. Basically, that's my guess. But whatever. I am glad that they opened it up to allow just A ranks to get this pendant, because out of the I know there's at least minimum 1.3 million players, because that was the peak for Steam, but there's got to be more than that with consoles involved, at least 2 million or more players for sure. So having only 10,000 people able to get the pendant in a cross-platform game, you know how limited that makes it? It's less than 1% of players would even have a chance to get the dang thing. So, but anyway, for grinding the Gravios event, you can use the Sakura Tide and it works just fine to get the extra rewards. I rolled a water heavy bowgun, and I must have got really lucky with my first roll. This was the first one I ever made. Just 3 attack, 2 capacity. Seems pretty good. I'm sure it's more than good. But you slot in crit element with water, opener in water, bandolier in water, so that you have tetrad shot. Where's the skill tree? Opening shot, water attack, critical element, and obviously this setup's not too great for having max damage because we're focused on getting rewards. You could definitely make this a lot better, but I like to use the evasion mantle. And because usually when I see people speedrunning this one, they drop in, shoot a flash pod right away, and go for it that way. But what I like to do is you get a few shots, dodge the roar, get a few shots, dodge the roar, so that you have that big flat 50 attack boost that the evasion mantle gives you, and then you get to go ham. But you want to make sure that you have flash pods. And if you're newer to the game, new-ish, maybe you don't know about this trick, but if you have your weapon drawn and you're holding focus mode or aim and you click your left joystick, you can shoot flash pods with your weapon drawn. So that's the trick, how people flash right away. Let's just hop right in, huh? Oh, no investigations. Events. I'm just going to do this one a couple times. It's going to be a shorter video today. Well, maybe not. Going through all my stuff took a while. So, but doing this on your own, you should have just enough water ammo to finish him off. Should be somewhere between a minute 20 and a minute 40 for me on average with this armor set. I'm sure if you focused on damage, it would be much faster. So we drop in. Boom. Draw out our weapon. Throw on our mantle.
Here we go.
There we go. Got our boost. Get one flinch. Now he's going to roar again. Oh, maybe not. He already broke his belly. So now we flash. But we got to make sure that we're hitting his upper belly so we're getting the actual orange numbers here, like that. There we go. Look at that damage. That's ridiculous. Just make sure you're watching so that when you see he gets unflashed. Because sometimes he'll be in the middle of an animation and he'll get unflashed and you won't see it, and he'll shoot a beam at you just out of nowhere and he might catch you off guard. get the leg break like that, you get a nice topple, and he should be going down any second now. He's unflashed again, so you shoot another flash. You have 4 shots left. This should be just enough to take him out. If not, then we swap and we throw on our, whoops, there we go, and finish him off with this. So, it's fairly straightforward. I don't even play Heavy Bowgun that much. It's literally that easy. And if you're struggling to do it, just throw together this set, make the Heavy Bowgun, and then set up your thing to auto SOS flare. Usually other people that are grinding it will join in with bowguns, and he goes down in, you know, same thing, about a minute 20, minute 40. Easy rewards, easy armor spheres, meal vouchers, all the good stuff that you want. So yeah, minute 32. Got 2 armor spheres, a bunch of ingredients, barrel bowling voucher this time around, but no matter what, at least every time you do it, you're getting something useful. So definitely well worth doing. Hey, HR 500, nice. We're halfway there. So, oh, I didn't even check and see what I was going to do with that login bonus. I want to make sure I've used my lucky vouchers. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay, we can claim that thing.
Change your mind.
Another meal voucher in there. Nice. Yeah, it should only be at least, like, what, 4 more days until Raid Owl comes out. So, pretty excited for that. Can't wait to do that hunt. I'm sure he's not going to be too terribly bad. But I also play Lance, so most things are trivial unless they have health drain gimmicks like Val Hazak does, because then the prime spot where Lance wants to be is very, very dangerous. So, yeah, that's a quick short video, a little bit update. I know I haven't put anything out in a little while, but there's really not much for me to do. I did all the tempered monsters, I did all the event stuff, I got all the armors made, so just waiting for more stuff to hunt. Otherwise, for now, I'm just basically stockpiling resources until I eventually decide to use them or not, because that does seem to happen since I do play weapons and have setups where you don't really use a lot of items. My item pouch, like, I don't touch these very often, so I have, you know, more than enough potions that I would ever need for the rest of eternity. So but anyway, we'll wrap this up. Hope you're enjoying the event. It says very bright, very colorful. I like this place a lot. They did Monster Hunter always does a really good job with all their seasonal events. So, take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you next week with some Arch-Tempered Raid Owl. Adios.